Thank you for joining us. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Terry Brewer. University of Alabama President Dr. Robert Witt has a new job.
Witt has been chosen as the new chancellor of the college system and will now be in charge of the system's 3 campuses and the health system. More details now in tonight's top story. The Board of Trustees made this big announcement today. Witt has served as president at the Capstone since 2003, and during that time, enrollment has grown to a record 31,747 students. Witt will replace Dr. Malcolm Portera, who retired earlier this year. Officials appointed Executive Vice President and Provost Dr. Judy Bonner as interim president. Coming up on WVUA News at 6, hear from Dr. Witt on what this will mean for the future of the system.
People in Alabama are cleaning up after a deadly round of storms ripped through the south and Midwest parts of the country on Friday. In Tallapoosa County, Alabama, 1 man was killed. On Sunday, Governor Robert Bentley toured the damage. The severe weather came just as residents were still repairing the destruction caused by the April storms last spring. Weather officials say what hit Tallapoosa and Chambers counties was 1,000 yards wide, or the length of 10 football fields put together. Governor Bentley says despite what has happened, he's thankful to see how the people of Alabama have helped each other.
One of the things that the Lord does not give us the ability to foresee the future, and that's kind of good. We just have to be prepared. And it's so nice to see all these wonderful volunteers out here today.
The national death toll currently sits at 39 throughout 5 states in the South and Midwest.
Henryville, Indiana was one town hit hard by Friday's storms, and as Chris Welsh reports, the town has a long way to recovery.
A fresh blanket of snow covers debris left by a violent storm outbreak that hit Henryville, Indiana. Like many communities across the South and Midwest, residents here are just beginning to pick up the pieces.
I know we have to go forward, and wherever that road takes, we'll soon find out.
2 tornadoes hit the town, including a powerful EF4 with winds of up to 200 miles per hour.
Guys, we gotta get in the house!
The storm destroyed homes and businesses and struck a school complex. Henryville was in the path of a powerful storm system that unleashed at least 42 tornadoes across 10 states Friday. In a nearby town, an entire family of 5 was killed. 14-month-old Angel Babcock was taken off life support Sunday.
We've been through a lot, everything, anything anyone can imagine.
As the focus turns to helping the survivors, National Guard troops have been deployed in Indiana and Kentucky, while Good Samaritans are donating what they can.
When something like this happens, everybody wants to help, pull together to help each other out, and that's what it's all about.
Indiana State Police say they have no idea how many people were left homeless, but it's clear residents here and across the country face a long road to recovery.
In the aftermath of the powerful storms, weather experts continue to remind people that severe weather threats are possible any time of the year, and they say one little electronic device could help save your life. That noise is characteristic of a NOAA weather radio. It's designed to wake you up and alert you to any severe weather threats in your area, as issued by the National Weather Service. Experts say relying only on outdoor sirens or television interruptions can be dangerous, and programming your radio properly is key to staying safe.
There are 2 main parts that you have to program, and that is, first, you have to make sure you're listening to the correct transmitter. And then second, if your radio has the same capabilities, you need to make sure that you have the correct codes programmed in there for the counties that you want the watch and warning information for.
Now, experts urge you to make sure your radio is properly programmed, and they say places like the local emergency management agency as well as the National Weather Service can help you.
An Alberta City family is finally home after they lost everything in the April 27th storms. Habitat for Humanity handed over the keys to the Matthews new home this afternoon. This home, part of Nick's Kids 14 for 14. The Matthews' previous home on 25th Avenue had been lifted off its foundation when the tornado came through, and it was thrown nearly 100 yards. Keith and Annie Matthews say they are thankful for all this support.
I didn't know it was that many caring people in the world that really was concerned about people that they didn't even know of, or just to help people, help their own neighbor out. We never thought that it was that many caring people in the world.
Now they have yards to play in, they have their own rooms, their own space, so we have somewhere to raise our kids.
We'll have more on what April 27th was like for the Matthews. That's coming up for you tonight on WVUA News at 6.
On your Crime Watch, an update on a weekend shooting that sent one man to the hospital. Now, it happened early Sunday morning at the Lynx apartment complex in Tuscaloosa. Captain Lloyd Baker with Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide says the victim stumbled to a vehicle and told the driver he'd been shot. The victim then went to DCH Regional Medical Center. Investigators say the shooter was identified, but he told police he shot the victim after the man attacked him with a bat. The victim was listed in critical condition. No charges have been made at this time.
On your election watch, a Republican presidential candidate is headed to Alabama. Newt Gingrich has scheduled a 2-day tour all across Alabama, and it starts tomorrow. Gingrich will be in Huntsville at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. Tuesday and Wednesday will be holding rallies in Montgomery and Pell City, and Gingrich will then head to Birmingham for a program Wednesday night.
Alabama's primary is just a week away, and there are some important dates to keep in mind before that big day. The primary is set for next Tuesday, March 13th. The deadline to register has passed. Now, if you are voting with an absentee ballot, you have until March 8th to turn in your application for an absentee ballot. Now, March 12th is the deadline to turn in the actual ballot. It's important to note the week of the primary is also spring break for the University of Alabama, Tuscaloosa County, and city schools. If needed, the Alabama primary runoff is set for Tuesday, April 24th.
Alabama U.S. Senator Richard Shelby is spending the day meeting with people all across West Alabama. WVUA caught up with him in Pickens County, where the senator was meeting with residents in Gordo. He talked with them about issues facing not just Alabama, but the entire nation. One of the biggest topics, the upcoming presidential primary. Shelby told WVUA his ideal nominee is someone who can bring leadership to Washington.
You know, I remember what it was. Know something about creating jobs, moving the economy forward, know something about energy, to create more energy, to make this country stronger economically, stronger militarily, and give opportunities for the young people.
Another big topic at today's meeting was job creation. Shelby says state leaders are willing to work with companies to make it easy for them to create jobs.